So let's talk about what happened with the CRA and their fitness instructor, Juan Velasco, and his son Jonathan in roundabout December the 29th, 2011, on a Thursday. I wrote on a piece of paper, jumped. I should have went in more detail what happened. Working out like normal. And I guess this was on the Wednesday or the Thursday. I can't remember what day it was. There was only the three of us in there and Norman at the time. And this is what happened. His son started giving me these little pushes. Give my little beard a pull. It was a little bigger at that time. I sat him down and says, I guess it's my turn to give you a shot in the shoulder since you're always giving me little pushes and all that at the same time. Every time I put my hands over my head with dumbbells like this, you're giving me a little push. It's not good to do that when somebody has weight over their head or trying to do something, Jonathan. He just sat there. So I just gave him some attention, and the little boy, I guess he was 15, 16 at that time, jumped up, ran about 15 feet at the most, and hit the mat that was on the end of the dumbbell in the old weight room, fitness room, and laid down there. So I walked over to him and looked at him. As I was looking at him, I looked back real quick because I felt something was coming up behind me, and Juan open-handed me in the middle of the back, pushing me at least 4 to 5 feet forward. How do I know it's that distance? A floor mat is about 4 feet big by 4 feet big. They use them in gymnastics. There's 2 of them in that room. He pushed me forward enough to hit the mirror that was in front. I turned around, looked at him. He didn't come back at me again. He ran out, went to the front desk, and got Lisa, the lady who works at the front receptionist. She came in. I was doing my legs at that time and tried to threaten me as well. All on the piece of paper that I sent to Jim and about 6 other people that work at the CRA and Lisa, which I left a little bit out of hers because she already knew in her own mind what happened. And to the mayor, Larry Junglea, at the time, and still is the mayor. And I said something to the RCMP department of the Comox Valley, or Courtney, at the front desk. Dave, or Brad, I think it was at the time, just laughed at me. Didn't want to help me. So I guess it's some type of cover-up from the past there. Weeks later, the cayenne pepper smell, / macing that I call it, that made me very angry and mad because the scent of it, which I used to have up on YouTube, and yeah. Weeks later, the RCMP show up at my door, being Mike Wheeler, saying that I had to go see a psychiatrist at the hospital, with a threatening gesture, putting a hand on his sidearm. Nicole Bell was there as well, which I have both their cards. She left, he stayed, and he wouldn't listen. I told him to leave me alone. Nothing's wrong with me. Intent to harm knowingly and slandering me, false news and accusations, and false pretenses me that I'm on steroids. When they did my blood test and urine test, nothing came back. Who knows if I ever done this shit? Words are words. Period. Testosterone level dropped or whatnot from a 20 to an 8. Now I can't do any physical activities since the second psych ward visit where they charged me for mischief, not causing a disturbance or yelling at a police officer. Who in their right mind would take somebody to a fucking psych ward for mischief? Period. Or even being a common nuisance. Anyways, Don't like being sprayed with Axe spray mace by his son either. In the old change rooms as well. Pretty much point blank, stuff stinks. That was the other complaint. Little man like Juan, sure he's short. He's probably got 50 pounds on him since he started weightlifting 20 years ago, he said. How he got that extra 20 pounds. Who knows? Some people might say steroids due to the fact he's getting that bald spot on the top of his head. Or it could be natural from eating properly. Who the hell fucking really knows for sure? But he can bench 300 pounds. Don't know if he can squat. Doesn't have that great of legs, but he knows how to hit. Hitting somebody and pushing them 4-something feet. That was a pretty good hit. Anyways, you hit somebody from behind in hockey. It's a major penalty. You get kicked out of the game. Pussies only hit from behind, don't they? Gentlemen or real men, they hit from in front. That way you know what's coming. We don't live in a war zone. We're supposed to be free of fear. What was your first intent of moving to the Comox Valley, Juan, and working at the CRA? Is it to fuck up natural bodybuilders who want to work out and call them steroid freaks or whatnot because they're natural and enjoying something in life, such as exercise and fitness and a social club at the same time, other people doing the same event rather than drinking their faces off and getting drunk? Or, who are you really working for? Period. They could use some more younger instructors at the CRA, but nobody hires the instructors, period, it seems. They might have 10 of them on staff, and only one works full-time, working the door every day. You have to meet and greet people. That's your job. If you had enough of it, it's time to go, like any other job in the service industry in Canada or the United States of America. Period. I don't know. We'll leave it at that.